So it's been about 6 months since I installed the EV mode button headlight flasher mod in my original Gen 2 Prius, and I was having issues with the button not working. So I'd flash the headlights and the Prius would not go into EV mode, and I figured out it was the solder connection at the pin in the headlight connector here. And you don't even need to solder. So the soldering connection had broken on my original solder job. It had become loose or something wasn't connecting right, and when I went to like mess with the wire, the connection just came off. So instead I pulled out another pin here, and I tried just pushing the wire down into the pin using a flathead screwdriver. So I kind of did like how the crimp is supposed to be. I push the wire down into the flathead screwdriver like this, I push the wire down into the crimp with the flathead screwdriver, just like this here, and I pushed it down in, and I also exposed a little bit end of the wire here, so that would also make a connection, and this works perfectly fine for the connection, and it's way easier than soldering, and it's way more solid, so it's a lot harder for it to break if you pull on it or whatever, and it works way better. I should have done this the original time. You don't even need a crimping tool. You just need a small flathead screwdriver, something that you get in like a little computer repair kit. Just find a size that's big enough to shove the wire here down into the little crimps, and also maybe expose a little bit of the front of the wire as well, so that also makes a connection, and it'll look like the original connections in here. The wire I used is a bit bigger, but you can see how you got these little two slicers here, and if you just push the wire down into the slicer, it'll make a connection with the wire, and that's exactly what I did for the black wire. It doesn't look as perfect, obviously, and the wire is a bit bigger, but it works perfectly fine. And gosh, I wish I would have done this on the first install around, because it's way easier. It saves so much time, and the connection is way more solid. It's just harder to rip off the wire or whatever. So yeah, please do this instead of soldering. It is way, way nicer and easier.